Cenat hurt by a fan. Streamer attempting to break the no sleep record. And the Olympics are over. Normie, let me know if I've said that name wrong, but you've probably heard that name if you are within the streaming world in any way, shape or form. This streamer, why are they being said? Why are they on Floppy's findings? Well, everyone's talking about them because they've just beaten the no sleep record. They've gone over 11 days of not sleeping, 264 hours and like 24 minutes. Not a wink of sleep to get the world record.
1.
Now, a lot of people have been talking about this because the actual health risks of this are absolutely astronomical. There's a tweet on screen now of someone going through some of the things that can happen with such severe sleep deprivation, and they have long-lasting effects on the person, on the body. Your brain won't necessarily work the same after it because 9 days of no sleep. I've done many 24-hour streams. I've done 3 for charity for the last 3 years. I'm going to do another one next year as well, most likely. 24 hours leaves me finished, especially streaming as well. 11 days, 264 hours. That is mental, genuinely, absolutely mental. I can't even fathom how he even was moving at that point, and it was seen on the stream that he was struggling to move, struggling to talk at places as well.
Don't listen to the loud voices of loud mouths, listen to the voices of the angels from the monitor.
He had one of his friends, I'd call him that, but any normal friend would have let them sleep at some point, but obviously he was very dedicated to get this world record. Apparently Guinness World Records don't even give this out anymore because it's so dangerous. But anyway, he's got the record. But one of his friends consistently woke him up to make sure he stayed awake, any means necessary. And the main thing I want to talk about here is, of course, he might have just had a massive infatuation and dedication to get this world record. As I said, Guinness World Records don't give out world records for this anymore because of the health and safety concerns. Maybe he just wanted that record. But in my opinion, I think he thought of, what could I do to blow up? What can I do to get big on YouTube as a streamer? He was banned by YouTube because this was so dangerous, so now he streams on Rumble, which has a lesser audience anyway. And my thought process is it's not worth it in the slightest. Like, I understand this streaming game. There's a few people I've spoken about in the past. Somebody that pretended to put a fork into a toaster and it exploded, and people in the chat and stuff went viral for the sense of, was he safe, was it real, was it not? He ended up doing it multiple times. I spoke about him in the past, and I predicted, as happened, no one's speaking about him anymore. Now, he might have had an audience, he might have gained from it, I'm unaware, but the general people that did hear of him, you know, that big boost in virality did fall off from it. Of course, the severity of that one, as he was doing it as a prank and a gimmick, wasn't as long-lasting and severe. This scenario, it's live. You literally have seen him for 264 hours. If you've watched it all, he hasn't slept to blow up. That's my thought process. As a streamer, that's your goal. You want to think about what unique thing can I do to get big and gain an audience, and this is one of them. But this will just do the same thing again. He's probably got really long-lasting damage from it potentially, and then, you know, the success you've seen, you're going to see them trickle away. I understand that that's the game, and that's what you got to do. You got to go try and find your USP, trying to find the unique thing to go viral, and that's the game. But, you know, risk and reward. The reward here is not worth the risk. I understand that everyone's talking about him. I'm talking about you now. I'm a nobody and I know about it, but it's not worth it. And I actually think, in the grand scheme of things, I'm hoping they're okay, because even some of the audience that were watching were very fearful. They called the police to make sure he would stop, even called an ambulance as well. But he continued on and he beat the record. So congratulations. It probably wasn't worth it, and hopefully you think it was. That's basically my last thing on that one. Cenat, he was in Paris for the Olympics recently, and he was walking around Paris entering a car where there was a stampede of fans, where one left him in a bit of pain by doing this. Yeah, he's trying to enter the car, the person pushes the door and it slams on his leg. Very, very, like, subtle and nothing, but genuinely, I wanted to ask and raise the question. It's like, we saw in the past in Norway with Speed walking about getting absolutely mauled. That was a lot worse. That genuinely was quite horrific, actually. To imagine yourself part of that, being pulled from your hair, loads of people grabbing your shirt and ripping it, all this stuff. Well, Cenat had a bit of a smaller example here, but my question is to the fans. What I found here is just like, why are some of the fans like this? Why do they go to this extreme where they physically have to get themselves on the person, be really, really close to the streamer or the celebrity in question, to the extent where they could actually end up harming them? This one's even weirder, because why on earth did he slam the door? What was the point of that? There was even one person before who gets into the car. He has to get him pulled out before he can enter. It's just all this malarkey. And I sit there and I genuinely think, like, of course with streamers, some viewers can form parasocial relationships with them. That's obviously when they, build a relationship in their head like, that's my best friend. I watch you every day. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. When in reality, these big streamers, they don't have that interaction one-on-one with you, so they don't actually know you. More likely, they probably don't even care for you that much. This person, like these fans, like what do they think? Is it just a bit of fun for them, or do they genuinely think like, oh, Cenat wants to see me, he knows that I like sub every week? Do you know what I mean? I don't really get it. And it's just a question of like, why are we seeing this with Speed and Cenat? Yes, they're massive, but surely they should have more, security, and just these things shouldn't happen. But that's the second time in like a matter of months. And it's happened in the past before with Cenat, obviously in New York, but that was a crazy different scenario. But my question is like, how do these streamers, obviously they build a very dedicated fan base, but why does it always seem to lean, a little bit dangerous and risky with some of them when they go out about in real life and in public, especially with these two streamers doing a lot of in real life streams? I just want to ask that question to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about that? Why does it seem to happen with big streamers? And why are people like that? Like, I might like a celebrity, I might like an actor or an actress, or, even a streamer. But if I saw them in person, I would be fine. I wouldn't end up reacting in that way. So it's just curious why some people do end up doing that. What do you think? Leave it down below. Moving on though, let's see the best thing I found this week.
Floppy's finding of the week. Floppy's finding of the week.
The Olympics are over. Paris held it in 2024. We've got to wait till 2028 to see LA. I don't know what I really think about this Olympics. I did enjoy it. I watched bits here and there. Let me know what you thought of this Olympics in the comments down below. Nothing competes with London 2012. Yes, I'm a little bit biased. I wanted to just quickly say something about the Olympics because Great Britain finished 7th, and now I don't really care. It's because we got 14 golds compared to, people above us got 15, 16, 17, 18. My thing here is we got the 3rd highest amount of medals in the competition, but because we didn't get as many golds, we finished 7th. Like, what is the point of getting a silver and a bronze? Like, the actual athletes love it. They celebrate like, they should. Why is there not like a point system? Bronze is 1 point, silver is 2, gold is 5. Why don't we do something like that? Because it was pointless. We should have come 3rd or 4th, but I'm not going to get into it. It's not that deep. But the thing that I do want to get into is why are certain events in the Olympics, hopefully in 2028, they remove breakdancing, because that was just, what is this? I used to do street dance when I was younger. That's no word of a lie. I won a competition because of it, so don't even mock me in the comments. But I saw that. I can do better than that. I did better than that in year 6. I was 11. It's mental. And also, why skateboarding, BMX in it? You can call me out in the comments down below, but they shouldn't be in the Olympics. That ain't an Olympic sport. The ancient Greeks who created this competition will be turning in their graves knowing that skateboarding, BMX, and breakdancing is in the Olympics. Absolutely outrageous. But thank you so much for coming through to another Floppylegss YouTube video. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and watch any other video I've posted. There might be some popping up right now. Thanks for coming through, and I'll see you when I see you.